how do you buy these houses out of state? I mean, we know you own real estate out of state. How do you do it? What's going on, y'all? It's Zap Martin, and I got asked the question, how do you buy these houses out of state? I mean, we know you own real estate out of state. How do you do it? So the first thing I do is lots of research, right? Research is the key word in buying anything, anywhere, any property anywhere, but certainly if I'm purchasing out of state, and I've purchased and or sold properties in Mississippi, Ohio, Las Vegas, Phoenix, California, so all over the map, and it's the same process no matter where you are. So the first thing I look at is, what is my price point? So let's say I'm dealing with $100,000 in cash that I'm gonna use to buy a property, or $100,000 that I qualify with as an investment loan. I want to see what's sold in a certain area for that amount, because I want to make sure I can afford it, right? So whether I'm looking in Tennessee, I'm looking in Ohio, I'm looking in Wyoming, I'm looking in the Midwest, I want to see what has sold, and I also want to see what's for sale, right? So if things have sold for $100,000 or so, but now things are for sale for slightly higher, I can see the market may be kind of creeping up, or for sale for slightly lower, I can see the market's kind of creeping down. So I want to kind of look for the market trend in these areas that I can afford to buy a property. And once I've done that, I want to narrow down my rent to purchase ratio. So what is rent to purchase ratio? So if I can purchase a house for $100,000 and I can rent it for $1,000 a month, then that's a good rent to purchase ratio. But if I purchase a house for $100,000 and I can only get $500 in rents, that's not such a good rent to purchase ratio. So I'm looking for places where the rent matches the ratio I want based on my purchase. And then once I've done that, there's three, I call it the threes, right? I want to talk to three realtors, generally in different brokerages. So maybe Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, Pacific Sotheby's, Remax, whatever, as long as it's not all the same brokerage, three different realtors, and ask them specific questions about the neighborhood now that I'm focusing on, just to learn and get a glimpse. With those three realtors, I want to ask each of them, can you give me 3 property managers in that area, in that zip code, right? So realtor number 1, I'm gonna ask for 3 property managers. Realtor number 2, I'm gonna ask for 3 property managers. Realtor number 3, I'm gonna ask for 3 property, so I should have 9 property managers that I can talk to potentially. And what I'm looking for is overlap, right? If one realtor over here gives me a property manager, and then the third realtor over here gives me the same property manager, that's a good sign that this person probably does property management in this area that I'm looking to buy. Right? And the third thing I want is, once I talk to the property managers, I'm going to ask each of them, can you give me a home inspector that I can talk to that could potentially inspect a home that I'm looking to purchase? Because again, I want to talk to 9 different inspectors, not because I need to talk to 9 inspectors, but I want to hear trends. I want to hear what each inspector says. Oh, that neighborhood has foundation problems. Oh, all of the houses over there have electrical problems because the builder that built it messed it up. Or, oh, all these houses, it's right off the valley and it gets real windy there, and so the roofs have to get replaced more often, right? You're going to learn all these little things when you have conversations with realtors, property managers, and inspectors. So this is the start of the process anytime I'm purchasing a house out of state or out of an area that I'm familiar with, that I go through so that I can be educated and make a wise decision in how to purchase that house. This is step 1. There's steps 2 through probably 16, but at least this will get you going if you're thinking about buying a house out of state or out of your area.